Oh, wow, finally. So was at the 4th of July then. I was here and had to be jumped on the 4th and now jumped again on the 10th or the 11th. I have no idea what day today is. So yeah, battery's definitely dead in this, and add that to the list of things that I have to do today.
That's the way I like it.
Home of the Cleveland Browns. There's a winning team. The winning team is actually over there.
Everything I need, baby.
Okay, so it was a shit show with the Genesis today. It's dark in here. I just looked up and we got a bulb out. So while I talk to you, I'm going to go down in the basement and attempt to find one of these bulbs. So I head down to Silver Lake to pick up the Genesis to warm it up. Last drove it 1 week ago today on the 4th of July. And I get in there and I put the key in and tick, 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 nothing. So obviously that battery is on its way out. So I jumped it with the M5, put the M5 in the garage, and went out and drove the Genesis for an hour. While I was out, I figured I would take care of it. So I called a Hyundai dealer. They had one. So the guy answers the phone and he asked me what I want. I said I want a Hyundai Genesis battery. He's like, okay, I'll be right back. He puts me on hold. Somebody else comes and answers the phone a few minutes later, like I had just called, and they said, hey, how can we help you? And I said, okay, I need a Genesis battery. Oh, okay, we'll be right with you. And they put me on hold again. Another guy, third guy, number 3, comes and answers the phone. He's like, hey, is this the guy about the battery? Yeah, we got a lot of calls coming in. We don't really know what's going on. So what do you have? And for the third time, I had to say, 2012 Genesis 4.6 battery. Oh, okay, let me put you on hold. So I was expecting another moron to come back and ask me what I needed, but he came back and said, yes, they have it in stock. It's $189, whatever it was. And he told me to pick it up. So I went to the dealership. I backed into the front. I went inside. I took the stuff out of the trunk and determined that I need a 10mm crescent wrench or socket to take the battery out. And the Genesis toolkit comes with everything but a little crescent wrench. So I went inside. Went to parts, get this like 4-year-old kid in there who has, he's probably 20, but he had no clue. So I said I need a 10mm thing to get the battery out. I'm going to bring it in. It's $20 cheaper to give him the old one, and then there's no core charge, right? So he looks at me and he said, yeah, we don't have those tools here. And I said, you guys are a service center, right? He's like, yeah, service probably has them, but we don't. The parts office is 6 feet from where the service department is. So he said, well, you're going to have to bring the car back here and we'll put it in our bay and we'll change the battery. And I made it clear, okay, I'm not paying labor on that. I'm not going to pay somebody $120 an hour to put a freaking battery in a car. So I went out and got in the car after it had been driven an hour. Boy, that light bulb's really tight. And hit the button and tick, 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 tick. So after driving that long, it wouldn't even start. I can't get this bulb out. I don't want it to break in my hand. Shit. I have to put a glove on. So it won't start. So their option, instead of walking the new battery 20 feet to the car and just doing it there, was to get the car jumped and then bring the car back into the service bay. So they go and get the booster pack. The guy brings the booster pack out. He's clueless. He doesn't even know where the battery is. And the batteries, it's got all these electronics around it, and it's not real easy to get to the terminals, and the leads on the booster pack have all this plastic around them, and they won't clear the plastic around the battery to make contact with the terminal post on the battery. So that doesn't work. So now we're going out and opening the hood and looking for the connectors under there before finally they realize, you know what, this is ridiculous. We've been trying to get this guy's battery going for 30 minutes here. So they just put the battery in a shopping cart and rolled it out, and then had some guy who didn't even know how to use a socket wrench take 10 minutes and put the battery in. It was a very unimpressive experience at a dealership, as my last dozen dealership experiences have been. I don't think they know shit at car dealerships. It's just ridiculous. But I got a battery in it and it works and it's done. Today I mowed yards, I did emails for like 3 hours. It was very stressful earlier in the day. I had a nice dinner tonight. And finally I'm back home. So I'm gonna change this damn bulb and then I'm going to bed. Tomorrow the M5 is going in for its oil change, coolant flush, and mystery fluid diagnosis. It is oil. We'll figure out where it's leaking oil from. Hopefully it's something easy they can fix on site. If not, I bring it back in a week. They have it for a day. I don't want to leave it in there for much time. That's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to try to do another yard tomorrow. I did a yard today next door. I'm going to try to do one or both across the street tomorrow. I've got to get this stuff done. It's just, ever since I got back from California, I've just been busy every single day. I've not had a fair opportunity to just go to the pool and try to enjoy summer. So I'm going to fix this and go to bed, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Tuesday. Good night. Okay, it's fixed. Bedtime.